In this video, we're going to make a paragraph style with a drop cap. A drop cap is basically a large initial letter. We tend to want to use these sparingly. Don't go mad with them. I'm going to make this style so we can style up this particular paragraph. So I'm going to base it on our body para style again. So I've got this highlighted. I'm just going to position my cursor on this paragraph somewhere, and I'm going to make a new paragraph style. So I double click once again, and I'm going to call it body para drop cap. This way I know any changes I make to body para will also be made to my body para drop cap style. Now I want this style to be pretty much exactly as it is. The only thing I'm doing is I'm adding a drop cap. So I'm going to select this little selection here where it says drop caps and nested styles. And you can choose how many lines you want the drop cap to fall over. So I've got my preview switched on down here. So if I click 1, 2, and you can see this happening in real time over here. 3 lines. I could go to 4 lines. It gets less useful the bigger the initial cap is. It means that you can't use it on very short paragraphs. It looks weird. So I think I might just stick with a 3 line drop. I'm only going to enlarge one character, and here it says character style and it currently says none. That's only because we don't have anything to put in there just yet. We're going to change that in another video, the video that follows this. So I'm going to just click OK, and there is my style. Okay, so my paragraph style is called body para drop cap. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a character style, and the character style is purely for this initial cap. Now I'm going to zoom in on this initial cap. There we are, so you can see how that's going to look, and I'm going to just select this. And I'm going to choose a different typeface. Now, in previous videos, I've styled this using S&S. So I could make this a completely different typeface. So I'm going to go to character style. I'm going to make a new one, double click, and I'm going to call it drop cap Cara. Okay, so that's how, oops, not dot cap, drop cap. There we go. And I'm going to change some of the basic character formats. So I'm going to go with my S&S font family or typeface. And then I'm going to go for something like a display headline bold maybe. Let's see what this looks like. And I can also make it bigger. Now at the moment, even though it looks much larger than the type around it, this is a drop cap based on whatever size this is. So what I can do is I can make it larger. So I'm going to make it say 18 point and see what that looks like. Okay, so you can see it grows up quite a lot, and it's actually higher than the cap height that we'd normally expect. So this can look quite dramatic. Maybe 18 point is a little bit too big. Maybe I'll go with something like 14 point. Yeah, I think 14 point will work for me. And I can also change the color. So I can have a character color. And you can see this is the color that I've used for the masthead for this publication. So I'm going to use that. And then I can click Okay, so that's been styled because I had it selected, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to my paragraph styles, and I'm going to just make this body para again. Okay, and there we are. You can see we've got some overrides going on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just deselect and then double click back on my body para drop cap. And when I go into drop caps this time, I'm going to change the character style like so. And you can see there's an override now, so I'm just going to clear the override. There we go. So now I've got this style that has this drop cap applied. Now I wouldn't ordinarily do this. Let's just find, I'll stick one in here so you can see how that looks. It's another F. Okay, so now we've got that as a style, and it's using a character style for the initial cap.